You like ads in your games? How about watching ads to play games?
Spend more on your Nvidia GPUs to make your Halo look like this.
And thanks, Microsoft. Appreciate it. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host.
I'm Reese.
We're going to be going over the hottest tech news we can find on the internet. You enjoy your breakfast this Friday, July 24th, 2026. And we're going to start off today with the Xbox announcement. There's a lot. There's a lot of Microsoft stuff that's going on, but this one is that they're going to give you more ads so that you can play games.
Yeah.
So they're going to be launching a ad-supported tier of Xbox cloud streaming so that you can have free video game time instead of having to pay a subscription and then also get ads like other streaming services do it. So it's like mildly better than the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious that they said that the ads won't interrupt gameplay and they'll hold the ads to the same quality bar as their content.
You sure about that?
Yeah, well, they say that they'll start with the player. Ads should create value. That right there is even suspicious. We do not interrupt the flow of gameplay. We hold ads to the same quality bar as our content. We're clear about what's advertising. We make sure ads fit what players expect on each. So there you go.
If it's ads for games that are through their store, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, but I just love the scenario that could potentially happen when they find out, oh, ads will make us more money, so let's make people pay for it and then serve them ads. And then when you get back to FIFA, well, guess what? There's ads in your games. So it's advertising all the way down.
I'm picturing playing like on a handheld or something, and it does the Twitch thing where it just moves the gameplay smaller and you have this like banner bar.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of Twitch things, we give PCs away over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/UFD Tech has a 9800 X3D 5080 PC given away. Twitch.tv/UFD Music has a 9800 X3D 9070 XT PC that we're giving away. You can find out all about that over on our new website, UFD Forge. We have that in the community section where you can find out the UFD giveaways, but also we have a contest where you can earn more points into that giveaway by submitting a Steam Machine killer. Steam Machine clone is kind of what we're going for. You submit a parts list with all of that over there, and we'll be judging that in a week. It's going to be judged on July 31st. But UFD Forge is a place where you can forge a PC build that makes sense or get some recommendation upgrade ideas for things that you want to make better, or even just check out, is your PC bottlenecked? We've got a bottleneck calculator on over there. So you can check out UFD Forge at ufdforge.com or check the link in the video description. And I'm going to check out whether or not I can buy this thing because Philips is launching the world's first dual screen monitor. You might be thinking, no, there's been dual screen monitors before. Those have been side to side or top and bottom. This one's back to back, baby.
Hello?
I am infatuated with this. So they're pitching it as like a business thing, which makes me so mad, but it's the idea is that you could have two systems being simultaneously displayed for one side of a desk and then on the other.
This is the wildest thing I've seen in a half minute.
I can't believe it's taken until 2026 for something like this to come out, but it's only 24 inches. It's 1080p, but it's 120 hertz.
Weird choice.
Yeah, weird choice, but I love it. I love it so much, and I want to see this in a gaming context where you just like. The only issue with like OLED panels would be the cooling, but like you could his and hers PCs.
I was literally just thinking that, like a his or her PC setup, or even like a gaming cafe.
Oh yeah, that could be it. I'm just thinking for more at home, but unfortunately, this thing's like $400, which is more than two monitors of 1080p 120 hertz quality. You can get those for like $70 sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they're so cheap.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's just not going to be in my wallet to pick that up. Hey, Intel's wallet is bursting at the seams. They came out with their latest earnings report, and they're doing money. They're doing a capitalism. Yeah. So second quarter results, the sales are up 25%. Their gross margin is up to 41%.
Look at that.
Yeah. And
Proud
their
of you
earnings per
guys.
share is 42 cents, which is up 52 cents because they were negative last year.
Yeah.
So they're making tons of cash. Revenues over 16 billion. Their profit is crazy. They're doing numbers. Intel finally in there.
I'm happy for you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're making money off of AI, but they're saying that they're going to lay off part of their AI data center group. So that's awesome. But you know who else is laying off people? Patreon.
Whoa.
20% of their workforce is gone. So I will say their layoff terms are totally understandable. They're getting 16 weeks of severance plus an additional week for every year you've been at the company, along with medical benefits through the end of the year, and you can buy a laptop. So like they're trying to make it so that they're set up to like move on to new newer ventures, which, you know, as far as severance packages go, pretty
bold.
Patreon's not a huge company, so the fact that they're doing it does show that they, you know, have some sort of semblance of letting them go with care. But it's the fact that their mouth is speaking out of opposite sides, where they say they're going to protect creators from AI. They don't believe AI can replace human creativity. But
so what are they doing?
They're replacing their employees with AI. But they say that they're not making the above changes because they believe AI replaces humans. But they need to embrace AI because they're they're like an engineering company, and so they need to use AI. But so it's not replacing humans. They just need fewer humans. So, you know, it's a cool. Sure. That's not a contradiction in the slightest. I don't. Maybe it's just I'm pessimistic.
Something timeline weird. Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Yeah, I get it. And that's what's happening with the EU. They're wibbly wobbling a fine on over to Google. $1 billion. Another one for preferential treatment for their search and Play Store because of their dominant, basically monopolistic tendencies when it comes to their search dominance, putting things like their own Google Shopping or Google Games ahead of everybody else when you get served all of those search things. So the Digital Markets Act serving up $1 billion bones. I'll see if Google pays it, and we'll see if you pay for the things Reese is gonna give you as deals.
Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals on the internet, and here's your first deal. We have the 8-bit Do 64 Bluetooth controller available in the classic grade for $34.99, making it $10 off. But then next we have the Lian Li HydroShift LCD 360S AIO CP liquid cooler, going for $104.99, making it $74.75 off. And then lastly we have the Logitech G920 driving force wheel, pedals, and shifter combo for PC and Xbox, going for $179.99 with the code Logitech22, making it half off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, hand you back to Brett and I for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
Well, Reese, hope you had an Nvidia GPU in those deals, because turns out they're going to get more pricey. Latest board partners report is that Nvidia is raising the price for their GDDR6 and GDDR7 memory kits that they bundle with their GPU cores. And so this means not just the RTX 50 series, even down to the 5050 is going to get more expensive. And this is coming after we already heard the AMD GPUs are going to be raised to board partners. So prices go up, money get worse.
Get them quick.
Ow. Yeah, that's kind of the best advice is buy now, because there is no indication that price hikes are going to stop. None. And you're going to want that Nvidia GPU to play Halo Campaign Evolved. You're gonna absolutely love this, especially once I show you what it looks like. Okay, you ready, Reese? Have you seen? Did you look at this yet?
What? No.
Okay, so
What's going on?
So motion blur.
Yeah.
You ready? That's what the motion blur looks like.
I am sick already.
Yeah, it's bad. This thing just launched. It's garbage. Bad.
What is going on there?
They did bad. The bad game code.
Stop it.
What the hell? But while Microsoft messing that up, they're not messing up your downloads anymore. So this boggles my mind, because, you know, it's always been kind of a reported thing that consoles don't go full speed for downloads. They just don't take advantage of the full internet that they have. It's been complained about on Xbox. It's been complained about on PlayStation. People are just like, how do I make it use my internet? Well, Microsoft's finally allowing that. And the latest Xbox update makes it so that it'll actually check all of your connection stuff and make sure that it's going full speed.
Why did this take so long?
We've been downloading games for years.
I know.
Years, Reese.
Why did this take so long?
Multiple generations of consoles have suffered through this, and now it's finally getting fixed.
The Switch one was
it's not just, allegedly it's not just for the console. Reports are that even the Xbox Ally handhelds are experiencing better download speed. So
there you go.
Thanks, Microsoft. And also thank you for actually doing what you were supposed to do. Again, we're going to celebrate the bare minimum here, because, man, we're just not going to get much more than that. And that is Microsoft talked to LG and got them to pull their McAfee bloatware garbage.
Let's go.
So in case you haven't been following along with the story, LG monitors have been pushing out pop-ups for things like McAfee antivirus. This is something that happens on a whole bunch of accessories once you plug them in. Windows Universal Windows program then kind of like connects apps so that you can get better experiences. Things like a Logitech mouse, like installs.
Popping up.
Yeah, drivers get installed. Like it makes it more usable. So like the base level feature is a sensible thing to have. It makes it work out of the box way easier. It just so happens companies like LG want more money.
Yeah.
And so they get, advertisement paying. And they say, oh, this isn't a problem because we're not installing McAfee. We're just installing a pop-up that tells you to do it. Anyways, this was being reported by multiple different people. Gamers Nexus then did an investigation on it, got I think like a $1,300 LG monitor and still got the same pop-ups. And then Tim Sweeney tweeted about it and somebody at Microsoft saw it. The executive vice president of Windows and Devices getting less than 200 views on his looking into it tweet, actually did something about it and said that they got LG to pull it. And they say they appreciate LG working with us towards a shared goal of a better experience for our mutual customers. We will keep improving here with our ecosystem partners.
I could have been on the phone call just to hear what went down.
Hey, we're getting too much backlash for this. We know that it makes sense for you. And honestly, we're not that bothered by it. But like, can we just keep the firestorms down? We're having too many right now. We got too many fires to put out. So please just get rid of this one for us. Like, really, do you need to do this?
We need this win.
Yes, we need this W. Please, please, please stop. That's probably what the conversation was.
Yeah.
Like, you technically violate the terms of service, and we don't really care about that. It's just make sure nobody's paying attention next time you do this. That's how I am that conversation going. But, let us know your imaginary thoughts down below in the comments or over on our WhatsApp line, +27 068 921 4591. We want to hear from you over there. It's been shockingly quiet, which is why we haven't been reading them, because Yins aren't sending, like, not even animal pictures. Freaky.
Where they at?
Where the kid? Well, over on YouTube, we got Grayson saying it still feels crazy that 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM in my PC went from being one of the cheaper components in my PC catching up to the price of my RTX 5060 graphics card.
Again, timeline stuff, weird.
Wibbly. GP Turismo saying containment area, like when I eat too much Taco Bell. Got you. Have you heard? Yeah. When me and my kid went to Pittsburgh, we had Taco Bell, and apparently all the states affected are like neighboring Pennsylvania. It's like Ohio and whatever's below Ohio. The state below Ohio.
Something there.
Yeah. And so, like, thankfully it was going on.
You didn't get the diarrhea lettuce?
No diarrhea lettuce. But then we found out on the news that symptoms can take 2 weeks to appear. So I'm not actually out of the danger zone just yet.
Okay.
So I could have, was it silobacteria? I'll let you know.
It could be brewing.
Yeah. I'll keep you updated on what's going on downstairs. We got Luis Diaz saying apparently Conker's Bad Fur Day is Conker's Live and Reloaded in Xbox. It's a remaster. Makes sense. When I saw Reloaded, I was like, this sounds like a remaster, but it could be something else.
I didn't know that. So.
And then we got Quads with Mods saying a random biltong recipe for anyone scrolling. 1 kilo topside or silver side, 30 grams coarse salt, 20 grams cracked coriander, toasted.
Gotta be toasted.
You gotta toast the coriander. You can't have coriander.
I can. I do. Anyway,
it's soapy.
You
are genetically defective.
I got that gene.
10 grams black pepper, 100 milliliters brown vinegar, 10 grams brown sugar, marinate overnight, then dry at 20 to 25 C with good airflow for 4 to 7 days.
I like biltong.
Thank you so much.